It's very disturbing to hear that we've ticked 11 out of 12 boxes, leading to state failure. And I'm now just thinking, and I like what you said, that we cannot go back. It's not business as usual. And it's the same thing I got up this morning thinking after yesterday. I'm like, we can't just wake up and now go back to work as if it's business as usual. But I want to take us back to something very profound that you just mentioned and walked away with it, that you are running for the gubernatorial seat in 2027.
That's right.
Tell us more.
No, let me say this, and it has to be very clear why I am running, because of the Mama wa Kambo syndrome.
Yes.
Where those of us who birthed the Constitution with blood and sweat, I attended the funerals of all the 23 people who were killed in 1997, even if I was a student. I attended all, from Nyahururu all the way to Emali in Ukambani, from Kisumu to Thika.
They were killed.
They were killed in Nyahururu, others were killed in Thika, Kisumu, Mombasa, but the bulk were killed in Nairobi during the Sabasaba demonstrations of 1997. That's the Sabasaba where Reverend Joya was nearly killed. If it was not for Captain Mbati, who stood there, the police were now going for a bullet to his head. But Captain Mbati stood there and he was badly beaten. And both of them were admitted unconscious at Nairobi Hospital. That was Sabasaba 97. So this thing of us who knew where we were taking Kenya, surrendering Kenya to be governed by those who were against the vision, has to stop. And the problem is that most of us look and say, I don't have the money.
Yes.
So we cannot, run because I don't have the money. No. Offer the people of Nairobi the opportunity to liberate Nairobi. Why?
Yes.
Because Kenya was placed by God on the eastern gate of Africa.
Yes.
The eastern gate of Africa, facing 62% of the world in Asia.
Yes.
If you add the African population to Asia, you are talking about 73% of the world.
Yes.
The future of Kenya and Africa is not in Europe or the United States of America. It's in Asia. If Kenya restores itself, industrializes and keeps, because the only resource we have as Kenyans is the people, the young people, because of what we call the democratic dividend. In Nairobi particularly, the only resource for Nairobi is the people, 5.8 million people. So we need a governor who is being elected not to govern Nairobi alone,
Yes.
but to liberate Nairobi, the only capital
Yes.
with the UN headquarters in the whole of the Southern Hemisphere.
Yes.
The other is in New York and in Geneva.
Yes.
Nairobi is the only capital with a UN headquarters in the whole of the Southern Hemisphere. And then you elect Sonko to govern that. And then you elect Sakaja to bring goons to the street.
Yes.
So we must put in place a governor with a very clear vision to establish Nairobi as a clean, green city of youth, human rights, and opportunity.
Yes.
Youth, human rights, and opportunities. That is what we have to do. And so that we can show people this is what we intended with devolution. Devolution was not so that Raila can use his MCS to be given a monthly quota. So that State House can demand this amount of money. As it is happening right now, as it happened under Sonko, as it happened under Kidero.
Yes.
We must end that by forcing the people of Nairobi. We are not going to beg them.
Yes.
We must force the people of Nairobi to take responsibility for the future of Nairobi. If they are going to wait for Wamunyoro to impose a Kikuyu governor, or wait for Raila to impose Sakaja on them, that's the problem. But we shall have told them that Nairobi is the only capital with a UN headquarters in the Southern Hemisphere.
Yes.
And if we liberate Nairobi, we will liberate Kenya, and that's how we will liberate Africa.
Yes.
Because that's where we were positioned at the eastern gate of Africa.